Friends, you have been following every single thing that the fitness industry or the fitness experts have been telling you. You eat spinach for iron, banana for potassium, and almonds for protein, but still 3 p.m. every single day, that late in the afternoon, you reach for a coffee or a tea just to keep yourselves awake, just to keep your eyes open. Why? Friends, I used to be that same person. Green smoothies in the morning, superfoods on my plate. I followed every single ritual that the fitness experts have asked me to follow. But yet, every single day, I was reaching for a sugary drink or a coffee around mid-afternoon. I was simply crashing. I was looking for something to help me keep going. And it took me years to understand what exactly was happening. It was not what I was eating, but what my body was doing with what I am eating. Friends, what if I've told you most of these amazing nutrients that you consume, they never get used by your body. They are simply gone, wasted, straight to the drain. And it's not because of what you're eating, it's because of how you're eating it. There is a difference, a huge difference between what is on your plate and what you eat and what actually becomes you. And the secret here is not what you eat or eat more, but what exactly you do a night before. You can eat the most nutrition-dense food in the world, but still, if your body cannot transform it, it cannot break it down into the nutrition that can be absorbed by your body, that can be weaved into your cells, then there's no point. You're simply feeding to fill your stomach. You're not feeding yourself to absorb the nutrition that you need. Think of an iceberg. The small tip that you see above the surface is what everyone talks about. Macro and micronutrients, protein, calcium, iron, potassium, magnesium, the numbers on the nutrition label. But 90% of that iceberg is never shown to you. That 90% is the system within your body that you never see. A system that is working and trying to figure out whether this nutrition is absorbed by your cells or not. And friends, most of us are ignoring this 90% of the iceberg. We are feeding the 10% and thinking why we are still feeling exhausted. So what is the solution? We again turn to yoga. In yogic philosophy, that hidden part, that hidden iceberg has a name. There's a word for it. And once you know the name, you will understand what exactly it is. It will transform your life. A word that honestly changes everything once you understand it. And the word is Ojas. Ojas meaning vitality. Ojas is not a nutrient. It's not something that you eat. It is what food becomes at the very end of the cycle. The powerful, subtle essence that keeps the body going. It is exactly what you receive. Your body receives once you have eaten and digested your food properly. Your vitality, your immunity, your radiance, and all of it depends on Ojas. And the amazing part is the yogic texts have described this very clearly thousands of years ago, even before modern science could reach to that level. When you look at the modern research on microbiome, bioavailability and nutrition, you will see that it now talks about the same thing. Talks about nutrition absorption, tells us what you eat matters, but what matters more is what you absorb. And friends, that is exactly where the modern world has failed us. We are eating more superfoods than ever in the human history. Acai bowls, protein powders, supplement stacks, and whatnot. The wellness industry is a multi-million-dollar machine telling us to eat more and more and more. But yet, we are more exhausted, more inflamed than ever, more mentally foggy. Why? Because we forgot something very important that our ancestors knew long before. They knew that food is not just fuel, it is a relationship. Our relationship with food is super important. And like any relationship, it needs preparation. It requires patience. It requires the right conditions. You cannot simply throw spinach in a smoothie jar and drink it and expect that every single nutrient from that spinach is absorbed by your body. You cannot simply grab a handful of almonds and eat them and expect that these raw almonds will become you. Friends, nature is smart. All these seeds, nuts and grains, they are covered. They have a very specific armor around them. They are designed to survive. They are wrapped with compounds that prevent them from breaking down. And before consuming these nuts, grains and seeds, if you don't remove that armor, if you don't take that cover off, then your body never gets the nutrition it needs from that seed or nut or grain. It is just wasted, undigested, unused. Let me give you an example that floored me a few years ago. Sesame seeds. Tiny, humble, small. You can find them on a burger and never think about them again. 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds contains more calcium than 1 glass of milk, more iron than a cup of spinach, healthy nutrients that your body needs, healthy fats that your brain literally runs on. But that all happens only if you prepare them properly before consuming. Dry sesame seeds. If you consume them straight from the packet, without preparing them, they will pass through your digestive system without being absorbed, straight to the drain. Our body cannot even break that outermost shell. You can eat a handful every single day for a year and nothing changes. And I was the same, sprinkling sesame seeds, healthy nuts on my salad, on my food every single day, raw. I was decorating my food with a potential that never arrived. And here is what our grandmothers knew, our ancestors knew. Here is what yoga and ayurveda has been teaching for thousands of years. Soak the seeds. 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds soaked in water, left overnight. In the morning, that hard little seed has transformed. The enzyme inhibitors are neutralized. The nutrients are unblocked. What was once an armor has now become nutrition, an invitation. And soaking is not a recipe, friends. It's simple, but it's transformative. And it almost applies to every single seed, nut or grain. Your almonds, your lentils, everything that you eat in that raw form can be soaked overnight. So many superfoods that we consume every single day simply pass through us without us absorbing a single micron of nutrition from them, just because we missed one simple step, soaking. So before going to bed every night, if you plan to consume any nuts or grains or seeds next day, soak them. Leave them on your kitchen counter. And next morning, use them in your smoothies, in your meals, or just simply eat them with yogurt. That's it. They have a warm, nutty, and almost creamy taste when they are soaked. And that is the entire practice for this video. Any nut, any seed, any grain that you want to consume them once they are soaked and the armor has been destroyed. And if you just simply try the sesame seeds experiment for a week, you will notice your iron levels will increase. And especially for females, where iron deficiency has become a major problem around the world, just soaking black sesame seeds overnight and eating them either plain or with your smoothies or salads next morning will really help. Within a week, you will notice the difference in your iron levels. The nutrition from these soaked grains and seeds start to reach your muscles, your nerves, your blood, and finally to your bone and bone marrow. And it turns that into Ojas, that vitality that you need to run your day without exhaustion. It turns into that healthy fat that keeps your brain running. It helps you stay focused. It helps you stay calm, and it helps you stay away from mental fog. And friends, something else happens, something that you cannot measure. Your attention to your eating increases. You become more SAJAG, more conscious about what you eat, and not in the obsessive way, but in a mindful way. And then you don't just ask questions like, is it healthy or not? You ask whether this can be absorbed my body or not. And that is the shift, friends. That is the beginning of Ojas. That is the beginning of living a mindful life, a SAJAG life. And friends, this is not about becoming a nutritionist. It is not about counting or weighing every milligram of nutrition that you eat or absorb. It is just about understanding a simple truth. Your body is not a machine that can break every single thing down. Your body is a living, breathing, conscious system that is waiting for you to pay attention to it. From the food you eat, from the air you breathe, from the thoughts you hold. Food is the raw material of your body, but Ojas determines whether this food becomes vitality or simply passes through. Friends, at SAJAG Life, we are focused on making videos and content and courses that help people understand these deep secrets. You'll find a link in the description for the courses we offer. If you really like or enjoy our content, subscribe. Please press that bell icon, hit the like, and here is a challenge. For the next 7 days, try soaked sesame seeds and see what shifts. Come back and tell me in the comments. Until then, live SAJAG, live healthy, eat consciously. Namaste.